Hello, y'all. This is Go City 5, and something that's been underneath my skin for a long time. Let's just say it. I'm not one to hype things up or perhaps build up a form of suspense. Uh, Halo, fucking Battlefront, and what's been going on in the gaming industry lately. Let's just get Battlefront out the way. Fucking Battlefront. I looked at Francis's video, and he brought up some interesting things that I had to research. I don't really, ever since my WildStar is dead video, I started to do more research, and he said a couple of interesting things, which I did research and did find out. It's fucking true. God damn, I didn't think this was going to happen, guys. I did not think this was going to happen, but it's happening. Battlefront is already scheduled for a sequel where they didn't even fucking polish the first fucking game. First fucking game didn't do so well either. If you guys been looking at the fucking IGNs and shit, GameSpots and shit like that too. It didn't do too fucking well. Sequels is what you give things that are usually they pay for themselves and then some because it pays for the sequel and it lets you know that your clientele are interested. But oh no, not good old EA. They don't get the fucking hint, do they? They see a shitty game and they say they must want more. And on top of that, you guys got some shit from the fucking season pass. You don't even know what the fuck it is. You know, it'd be funny. What if the season pass was the entire game? Was the entire sequel? This is what's going on with games like this, guys. I'm gonna touch base on Fallout, and I'm gonna touch base on Halo 5, and what's going on with Konami, and what happened with Capcom, all that good shit. But this is what's going on with games now. This is the trend now to the point where you pay more for less. Go figure, huh? Perfect marketing. Let's pitch this. We give you shiny new graphics. We give you, ripples in the water. We give you reflections. Oh God, reflections, guys. And guess what? We charge you more for a product a product that has less. Let's talk about Battlefront versus the previous Battlefronts. 1 and 2 were great space battles, conquest against your friends, online fucking battles, and fucking a good single player story that I believe was co-op. Not to mention split screen, guys. Yeah, they had. I think they had split screen. I can't remember. I gotta boot up my old PlayStation 2. But let's look at today's Battlefront. No single player story mode. No space battles. And essentially no conquest, because that was one of the funnest parts of Battlefront. I mean, I probably said Battlefield a couple times. You'll have to forgive me. It's like fucking 7:09 in the morning. But it's a trend that is it's growing. It's growing, and you fuckers aren't making it any easier. You're buying their shit. They don't care about you. They don't care about a lot of your input for the most part. With a lot of the big time companies, you know what they care about? The bottom line. And unfortunately, EA did not meet their bottom line. But guess what? They're planning for a sequel because they know you fuckers will buy it. Because you're idiots. This is why we can't have good things. This is why we cannot have nice things, guys. This is why we can't. Because you support these fucking shitty games. Now let's talk about Halo. Let's talk about that shit. Oh man, Halo had a huge did marketing the marketing strategy for Halo didn't fail it. Hell no. Fucking commercials, live action. It's got an entire history behind itself that people just the name Halo itself, just like Star Wars, people will grab because it's nostalgic. It's nostalgic, and when you buy that game, when you buy these games, you let your nostalgia blind you. You are now blindfolded. Because essentially, Halo hyped it up that Officer Locke or Spartan Locke will be fighting against Spartan Master Chief or whatever his official title is, and it'll be a battle of epic proportions, Spartan versus Spartan. Who will win? But guess what? That shit didn't happen. It was a cutscene. They threw a couple punches. There you go. Let's talk about the fucking content of some of these games. Oh, recycled. Hey, let's pull a Blizz. Let's put legs of Ragnaros and call them fucking shiny new. Because you know that's how it works. Let's pull a World of Warcraft Blizzard type thing. Let's put legs or Ragnaros and call it something new. That's what they did. You fight how many fucking wardens or how many fucking sentinel things on Halo 5? They don't have any more fucking bosses? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I opened this conversation up, well, with the same subject, I opened this conversation up. You are paying more for less. More for less, guys. Just stay with me here. Stay with me here. And then you got the guys and naysayers of Fallout. Oh, Fallout 4 wasn't really worth it. Okay, it's a Bethesda game. It's got fucking bugs. What game does not have bugs, to be honest? That game simply does not exist. And that's a fact. But it looks like Fallout 3. And all the Call of Duties look the same too, don't they? But you sit there and buy that fucking shit and scarf down your Doritos and Mountain Goddamn Dew. You buy that shit. And let's just face it, people don't play that shit for story mode. Probably hit the mic. Let me move my mic away from my mouth. People don't play that shit for story mode. People play for multiplayer. It's the same shit. It's like Dynasty Warriors, guys. Let's smash X for 10 years and see where we go. Let's see if people will buy it. Same thing with Call of Duty. Same thing with what happened. Same thing as what happened with Halo. But at least Halo was good. Halo 1, 2, and 3. Great games. ODST. Didn't play much of it. Halo Reach. Nah, not really. That wasn't really my cup of tea. But you're paying more for less. You guys aren't boycotting this shit. You guys, there's only a couple people in the video games. There's only a couple people on YouTube that actually are voicing their opinion about this dumb shit. I mean, come on now. It's already bad enough these consoles are basically paying to get positive reviews. But this shit needs to stop, guys. This shit really needs to stop. It really does. And the only way it's going to stop is if you start dipping into the company's wallets. And how do you do that? Well, you don't buy the product. You don't buy the product, they'll figure out something's going to change. Or, I mean, it's kind of a win-win. If you're not satisfied with the product, don't buy it. They don't change shit, you'll never buy it. Until they get the goddamn picture. See, gamers today, they whine and complain about the wrong fucking shit, and they do. They complain about things that they complain about things that are almost irrelevant. Oh my god, this weapon's overpowered. Fuck the overpowered weapon, this game is broken. Not even if the game is broken, man. I've dealt with this shit for 10 years and they still haven't progressed any. What the fuck? Speaking of 10 years, that Battlefront has a contract. They contracted for 10 years of this shit. So essentially, since the Battlefront might be coming out every year, you're gonna be getting 10 years of recycled bullshit. 10 years of it. That means that, now hear me out on this. That means that 10 years, guys, every year you'll get a different game. That means that people are not going to, the publishers, not the publishers, the developers are not going to put in the time to bring out an actual flushed system. A system that took years to cultivate. A system that's definitely not perfect, but a lot better than a fucking rush job. 10 years, guys. Think I got you? I'll be older. Let's just say that in 10 more years. Be 10 more years older. You honestly think I'm gonna be around for that shit? You think I'm gonna be around for the gaming? For that shit? But no. 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 I know what you guys are probably gonna say in the comments, just like in my Wild Star is Dead video. But I don't give a shit because it's a rant and I don't get paid for this. I'm just doing it because I like doing it. And it's been bothering me for the fucking longest, and I am horrible at Fallout. But with that being said, how are we gonna stop this, guys? How the fuck are we gonna stop it? Well, it's easy. Don't buy their shit. Post up videos about their shit, and maybe they'll put a cease and desist on you. Then maybe you're doing in that case, maybe that's a sign that you're doing something right. And I just fucking died. Great. Well, you guys can obviously see that. But 10 years of this shit. You see, you know what happens when you bring it, when you take years to cultivate a game, take years to build a game? It becomes the shit. It becomes badass. And I ain't talking about no goddamn Duke Nukem Forever. I waited 12 years for that bullshit. I'm talking about a game like the game you see playing right now, some Fallout. Hell, let's even talk about some Star Citizen. Let's talk about that. I support the shit out that game too. I support WildStar as well. So if you guys don't like it, fuck off. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about games that did good at launch. The developers just, it was their fault, but the initial game wasn't bad. WildStar didn't flop at launch. It exceeded expectations so well they had to buy new servers. But because they didn't attend to their fucking clientele, they didn't have enough incentive, which they should have, to continue communications between one another. Well, us and them. That's what happened to WildStar. That's why the population died, because bugs weren't being answered fast enough, and well, they left their community in the dark, which I've said at least on 3 different videos, I believe. But let's talk about Star Citizen. Let's talk about that. That game's taking a while to get made, but I bet you it's gonna be better than the shit they're pushing out now. That game right now has more features than games do in release. But I bet you if they put like a shiny new sticker on some, let's put some fucking 16-bit. No. Let's put the 32-bit game out there and be like, hey, this is the new Battlefront. Oh, okay, check this out, guys. This looks badass. Okay, shit, I'm not surprised if you guys might buy that bullshit. All in all, this needs to change, guys. This really does. This needs to change. 10 years, same bullshit every year, with no thought going into it. This really needs to change. Because if this does not change, this is looking real grim for the gaming industry now. I mentioned it before, so I'm going to mention it again. Fucking, look at what's going on with the gaming industry, guys. We're getting this fucking hogwash bullshit, and now, I mean, then the Hideo Kojima thing from Konami started happening, where they took his name off of the Metal Gear, which essentially, that was his baby. That's what helped Konami progress the way they did. And then they're talking about marketing the mobile games and all this other bullshit. They care about the bottom line. They want you guys to buy their shit. And you guys are going to buy their shit. Because you're too fucking dumb to realize this is not going to usher in the age of change. It isn't. This is going to usher in the age of recycled content. And fanboys that don't have any form of, I don't know, reasoning. So like I said, this is a rant. I'm partially drunk, but this is a rant. And I'm going to stand by my word. This needs to stop, guys. We need games that take years to develop, but gives us years worth of content. Shit to do. We need games like that. We need games that have good replay value. We need games that, if my internet shuts down, I need a game that could be able to play a single player version or a split screen or a local version, because, you know, they took all that shit out. But tell me what you guys think. I'll see you next time.